I am John Mueller here at the KONIG American booth at SEMA 2024. I'd like to welcome you to our Toyota GR Gazoo Racing Supra GT4. Here underneath the hood, we've got a B58 engine, single turbocharged electronic wastegate with the power and the durability to win at the GT4 level. So our Toyota GT4, what makes it unique in the racing space is it's made by Toyota in their Gazoo Racing arm, and it's entirely prepared in Europe for racing. And so in GT4, the engine is essentially a stock engine with some exotic oil pump parts for reliability. And the car is tuned by 4 different power sticks, where the tune can be adjusted for the SRO regulations based on just swapping a simple USB stick on the interior of the car. It runs on 100 octane racing gasoline. All the components as delivered by Gazoo Racing, there's nothing that needs to be modified for the motorsport space. We purchased the car from Toyota as an entity through Toyota Racing Development in Mooresville, North Carolina. And with the purchase of the car comes the support for us racing end users. All of the parts of the GT4 car are in stock in the United States. And with a quick phone call or a log on to the TRD computer system, through that portal, we can order any part, including a chassis, literally overnight anywhere in the United States to support our racing program. This level of support is unheard of in motorsport. And through my 40 years of experience in the motorsport industry, I've really never seen anything like the support that Toyota Racing Development affords us. Walking over to the suspension and the brakes. Here at SEMA, we are introducing the KONIG Forged Toyota Supra wheel. This is a unique part that was modeled, laser scanned, and built by KONIG American, starting with just viewing the car at my shop in Santa Ana, California. It's covering up a extremely exotic Brembo brake with an endurance race pad configuration and a 3-piece hat that pumps air through the brakes and allows us to have extreme braking on a heavy car, 3,200 pound car, for up to a 24-hour race duration. And it's tremendous how this car works on the race course. We're very impressed with how it's gone to date. Our KONIG American forged wheel, it's covered up by a DHF compound Pirelli Racing slick. All of our SRO GT4 racing is run on the Pirelli Racing slick, and these tires have worked extremely well during difficult weather conditions, and we run on all the tracks in North America on the same compound and same style tire in SRO GT4 racing. There are many features regarding our Toyota GT4 that are unique to this car in my experience in motorsport. If you look, when the car comes in the pit box, there's a mechanics screen that it shows the oil level and a running clock of the car being stopped in the pit box. So this way, immediately the mechanics know what is going on with the condition of the vehicle, if it's ready to send through the pit box with a quick adjustment, or there's something that we need to dig in a little deeper underneath the hood. Entering some of the features of our Toyota Supra GT4 that are unique to this car is Gazoo Racing made a clear cover for the weight box. So continually at different race courses, we have to adjust the Balancer Performance ballast that's located within this box. We move the plates around to the different studs based on the configuration of the race course and the requirements of the weather that day. On our Toyota Supra, the engine tune is basically here. It is within this GR Racing power stick, and that is the entire tune of the car. So the fuel, the ignition map, the boost is electronically controlled by this GR Racing power stick. There's 4 different power sticks supplied with the car, and it's a very effective way for us to go racing because we're not under the hood tuning or changing components. We just, the SRO identifies what power stick we run, and we plug it in, and away we go. Okay, so we just tuned our Supra. So the other features on this side of the race car, there's a lifeline fire system There's a parking brake component that if the car is stopped, it can lock it in place. There's a racing radio system that we use a repeater system with a 30-foot antenna. So we have excellent radio coverage at each of the racing venues. You have an ultralight carbon fiber dash. As well as the front side of the carbon fiber fuel cell enclosure. Okay, our Toyota Supra GT4 has a very exotic swan neck rear wing that's adjustable in multiple planes, and it also houses in front of the wing a rear view camera, and every detail of this car, including the position and the size of the holes in the rear window, is spec'd out by Toyota for GT4 Racing. I'm the chief engineer for Marco Polo Motorsports as well as a race strategist. It allows us to run with a very clean platform where it's a reliable car, and we're working on tuning the suspension and adapting the drivers to the race course conditions of the day. Here in the back, we have a large fuel cell enclosure, and everything is made with safety being a primary concern. The drivers that have driven these cars speak very favorable of not only how they perform, but also how the reliability is, and also the survivability in some pretty serious crashes. The first thing in motorsport is safety, and Toyota Racing Development, they've gone the full distance on this platform to make it as safe as possible for us to enjoy our motor racing. So on this side of the car, basically we have multiple safety features, starting with the ATL dry brake refueling system. So our crewmen can put fuel in the car without spilling a drop and do so in a fast fashion. Safety is paramount both on the hot and the cold side of the pit wall, and our guys are extremely important to us, both as our friends and teammates, as well as our business operations. We go to great lengths to take care of our guys. So here we have a carbon fiber OMP seat. We have a pedal adjuster. You move this lever and the entire pedal box, you have to sit, the entire pedal box is on a slide. So you can move it backwards and forwards rather than moving the driver's seat. And so the key is to be able to adapt somebody to the car quickly. You notice there's a few simple pads within the seat. Is we have two different drivers, Nikolai Elganyan and Mads Siljahag, that are both proven winners in our Marco Polo Motorsports GT4 cars. And they share the car. So there's some simple pads that go in and out with the driver to ensure they have the most ideal seating position. Here we have an extremely exotic Bosch Motorsports dash. And there's a few component parts of this car that are made by Bosch, including the Bosch Motorsports ABS. And the car is very simple to operate through the push button system on the steering wheel itself. It's quickly removable, although it's quite small. It's not that often you need to remove it. But you can control all the functions of the car easily through the dash. Well, thank you for joining us at the SEMA Show 2024. Our team at Marco Polo Motorsports, we're going to be racing the entire 2025 SRO GT4 season in the GT4 America Series. Look for our car on the TV and on track across North America. You can follow us on Facebook at John Mueller. You can follow us on Instagram at Muellerized. You can follow us on Instagram at Marco Polo Motorsports. And we look forward to continuing our work with KONIG American and developing their line of forged wheels on our Toyota Supra GT4 in the future. Thank you so much for joining us.